Hey friends, it's me, Micah. This is the Homestead Bandwagon. I'm here at the Workstead today doing tractor stuff, talking about tractor regrets. One of the top regrets I hear from tractor customers is that they bought an open station tractor and they should have bought a cab tractor. There's a cab tractor right there. Somebody should have bought that. So because YouTube loves list videos, we're going to talk about the top 5 reasons you should buy a cab tractor. I'll also go through the top 5 reasons you should just stick with an open station. Well, cab tractors come in all sorts of shapes and sizes. There's one to fit almost everybody's needs, in my opinion. So what's one of the top reasons that you should buy a cab tractor? Number one is, man, it gets hot out and it gets cold out. And these factory cabs, they got heat and AC, usually. So if you got a choice, man, work in heat or AC. Reason number 2 that you should buy a cab tractor: it's great when you're working in the snow, the rain, or the sun. You're not freezing to death, especially if you're running like a snowblower. Come on, man, you gotta get a cab tractor. You know, it's always raining here in the Pacific Northwest. Sometimes it gets pretty miserable trying to operate the tractor in the rain, and it gets real miserable when you're out there for 6 hours trying to get a job done. And then the biggest reason for me is staying out of the sun. I got a customer, everybody calls him Sunshine. It's not because of his personality, it's because his skin is so dark and leathery from working on his tractor out in the sun all his life. Let's avoid getting skin cancer. Get yourself a cab tractor and tint the glass. Number 3, if you're out there running a brush cutter or a box blade or doing anything, during the spring and summer, it throws up a whole bunch of dust. You don't want to breathe that into your lungs. It's bad for you. A cab will protect you from breathing in all that junk, especially if you're doing field mowing. Oh my goodness gracious. You got to wear a mask. What? Just be inside a mask. Look at that thing. There's a big glass mask you can work in. Reason number 4 you should get yourself a cab tractor rather than an open station is bees. Bees and mosquitoes are terrible to run into when you're on a tractor, because a tractor is not very fast and you don't want to just abandon the thing and go running away, but countless people have had to do just that. If you're working out in the brush, you're going to run into bees. Bees can't get into a cab, but they sure can get you when you're on your tractor. It's not very fun. And mosquitoes, holy smokes, man, that's almost as bad as bees. So reason number 4 to get a cab: bees. Reason number 5 to get a cab tractor is to protect your pretty face. If you're working out in the brush or working amongst the trees and branches are coming in and slapping you in the face, it's not very enjoyable. I had a blackberry branch one day grab me and fish hook me and tear me off the tractor. It happens that fast. So protection from nature is really, really nice, especially branches that can come slamming in, taking out your eyeballs, breaking your nose, cutting your face. A cab protects you from that. You can go out and work in the woods, and in many cases, the height of a cab tractor is shorter than the height of an open station tractor with the ROPS. Okay, why is an open station tractor better than a cab tractor? Reason number 1, and this completely contradicts the reason I just gave you to buy a cab tractor. Reason number 1 is working in the woods and the brush. There's no glass here to break, so you could have branches come slamming in, break the glass on a cab tractor, whereas if you're small and sprightly or quick, you can dodge branches in an open station tractor. Something to think about. There is more propensity to damage, so working in the woods, maybe makes more sense to run an open station. All right, reason number 2 that it might make more sense to get an open station tractor than a cab: it's fresh air. We own an open station tractor. I wish very often we had a cab, but there's nothing better than going out, grabbing your keys, and going and doing some work and just breathing in that air, you know. So there's something to be said for working in the fresh air and not being in the cab of a tractor that can kind of start smelling like an old gym sock after a while. So reasons 3, 4, and 5 that an open station tractor is better than a cab tractor is cost. A cab tractor is quite expensive. So I guess if there's an open station tractor that meets your minimum needs and you can't afford the cab, probably not a good idea to size down that tractor just to get the cab. Stick with the open station. Cost is a huge factor. Cabs are not cheap. I get it. But boy, if you could find some way to get a cab instead of an open station. It's worth every nickel. I wish every day that we would have gotten ourselves into a cab tractor, and it's probably in our future. So what do y'all think? Am I right? Am I wrong? That's a trick question. I'm right. A cab tractor is just very preferable to an open station. If you're thinking about getting a tractor, highly consider a cab. You know, they have field cabs out there that are slightly cheaper than factory cabs. I don't like them as much because often they don't have heat and AC, but love the one you're with. At the very least, get yourself a canopy to protect yourself from the sun and the rain and the snow. All right, that's it. Y'all take her easy. See you around.